Good morning, everybody. This is Brandon here with Motornubs, and I went and picked up some tires last night. I only ended up getting two. They were actually some used tires. They're pretty good deal, like 50 bucks a piece. And I'll come back to that when I get outside. It's actually like a really cheap tire size if you want to run bigger tires. But right now my back two tires are pretty much gone, so I figured I'll go do a celebration burnout. All right, here's a little quick before shot. This one's actually got a little bit of tread on it, but this one over here, see, it's got some flat spots. So yeah, they're done. Here's the new used tires that I got for 50 a piece. Alright, just did a little one just for fun. But yeah, in all seriousness, let's run up to the tire shop real quick and get these tires swapped out, because I feel a little unsafe going on some pretty long trips. Just because one of them now, where it's got like a flat spot in it, it's got a little hop to it. But oh, also getting back to it, the way that you can get away with running like 37-inch tires, mud tires too, for like dirt cheap, is a thing called military takeoffs. The military will buy these tires. They're 37-inch tall by 16.5-inch rim, and they're also 12-inch wide. It's a fairly old size. I don't think anybody still runs 16.5s, but like on older trucks, you can get away with buying the rims and running them. On newer trucks, I believe they have too big of brake calipers and rotors, so the 16.5s won't clear. But if you got an older truck like 04 and back, especially on the F250s, I know you can run them, because I mean, this is a 01 and I got them on here. But I found these rims online, I bought them, and I've had a couple sets on the truck back when I used to own the truck. And these tires are dirt cheap. If you know anything about buying big mud tires, 37s are usually about $300 a tire, can be sometimes even more. Whereas these, you can find them for 50 to 100 a tire. 100's kind of on the upper end. Like I got these and they're almost like, I'd say about 80% tread, and I paid 50 bucks a pop for them. I just grabbed two because my front two still have pretty good tread, and my back two are the ones that are worn out. But yeah, so we're gonna pop these bad boys on, and these are actually the Goodyear MTs. These are not the ones I prefer to get. The ones I have on my truck right now are the Goodyear MTRs, but the guys sold out of MTRs, and I just need something to hold me over. So you can't beat it for 100 bucks. I'll get a little bit of life out of them, and then maybe burn those off. But yeah, so let's go. Oh, I completely forgot. I did not tell y'all where I actually buy these tires from. See, they sell them all over the country, but you can't buy them from the military. Different other companies and people get the contracts for, basically the military buys these tires, they run them for a couple of years, 3 or 4 years, or until the tread gets down. But once it hits that I think it's 3-year mark, they take the tires off, no matter if they have like perfect tread or not. And a lot of the military stuff, especially stateside, I mean, it doesn't see a lot of miles. It sits. So then they end up with a lot of these tires that have a lot of tread, but they just take them off and put new ones on. So that's where you know, somebody like me can cash in and get a set of tires that are only 3 or 4 years old that have good tread for really cheap. Now here's the tricky part. I live in North Carolina, so there, you know, there's an Air Force base out by the coast, and then there's an Army base north of me. So there, you know, there's Army bases around me. So there's a lot of military vehicles around me. And with that being said, there's a couple people that have the contracts in my area. There's one up in Virginia. He gets all the tires from Virginia. Then there's like 2 guys in North Carolina. But basically, whenever I need tires, I just jump on Craigslist, or sometimes even eBay has them. The only thing that kills you about eBay is the shipping on these things, because they're really, you know, they're big tires. They're 37s. They're heavy. But yeah, I'd say if there's any kind of military base anywhere close to you, you should be able to find these tires relatively easy. Now, if there's not a military base close to you, you probably won't be able to find them cheap. So yeah, that's the only thing that kind of sucks about them. Alright guys, well, we got the new used tires on the back, and he didn't put them on the balancer machine because he didn't have the right weights for it or something. He said if I come back and if it doesn't ride good, he can balance them then, because I've only did 2. I'm eventually going to need to bring it back and get 2 more for the front. But surprisingly, it actually rides better than the tires that were on it that they were actually balanced for. So I'm gonna let them know, like, hey, it doesn't need balance. It's good to go. But yeah, they ride pretty good, and he said they went on fairly easy, and they looked good. No dry rot cracking in them or anything. But that was Wakefield Auto up here in Wake Forest, North Carolina. If you need the hookup on anything, they do big tires, small tires. They can do just about anything. And if you call ahead of time, he can even get like the balancing beads that you put in once you get up to like really big tires. He said we could use those with mine, but normally those go on like if you put 40s on or something even bigger. But yeah, so check them out, Wakefield Auto. I'll put their I guess phone number, maybe, I don't know, I'll look see if they have a website, but I'll put it down in the description, so if anybody's local around here and needs to get some tires done, they can also price them out. They can get rims and stuff. Only reason I didn't get tires through them is because this 16.5-inch size is pretty much just dedicated to the military. I had them price out what it actually costs to buy these things because they were just curious, and they're like $600 a tire. So yeah, that's crazy expensive. So, thank you guys for watching. This is Brandon with Motornubs, and I'll see you on the next one.